10 poetry collections arrived at my door. Must be the Young Critics Scheme. The Young Critics Scheme is run by the Poetry Society and the T.S. Eliot Prize. It brings together 10 young people from across the UK and Ireland. Everyone makes a 5-minute poetry review of one of the collections shortlisted for the T.S. Eliot Prize. These videos are then uploaded to the T.S. Eliot Prize and the Poetry Society's YouTube and social media channels. You get copies of the shortlist, plus 2 free tickets to the South Bank Centre to watch the T.S. Eliot Prize shortlist readings in London. Previous young critics have gone on to be published in Magma, Poetry London and the Poetry Review. The Poetry Society provides workshops and detailed guidance on poetry reviewing and video filming as you go along. My favourite bit came before I'd even started, waiting excitedly for 10 books to come into the post. 10 of the most interesting voices in the UK and Ireland. I spent time getting to know each of them, finding out which themes resonated with me and what challenged me. I ended up reviewing 4 Tokens by Sarah Howe. I knew it was the one from the very first poem I read. Themes of family, British and Hong Kongese identity, grief, colonial history. It was a collection that was 10 years in the making for Howe. I was worried about doing it justice, but I was surprised with how much I had to say. I almost couldn't stop talking about it. The real challenge was turning all my thoughts and feelings into concise poetry analysis. I wanted my review to appeal both to avid poetry readers and to those being introduced to the shortlist for the first time. I scouted locations with ties to the book, like filming in the V&A, because there are poems in the collection that deal with objects traded across the Silk Road. I also filmed in Limehouse, a place with historic ties to London's East Asian immigrant community. I'm a poet, but it was only my second time reviewing poetry and my first time shooting a video like this. It changed the way I think about poetry analysis completely. How images can sit alongside words to show them in a whole new light. If you're thinking about applying, these are my tips. You'll need to send in a non-academic piece of writing when you apply. It doesn't have to be a poetry review, but if you want, you can test your skills and write something new before you apply. In your application, you'll need to speak about poetry collections that are meaningful to you and why you enjoy them. Practice your poetry analytical skills here. Who do these poems speak to and why? Are they in a canon or do they commune with other texts? The best thing about the Young Critics Scheme is that you've got full freedom to give your poetic analysis a voice. To apply, you don't need to have reviewed anything before, you don't need to be a poet, and you don't need to have filmed something before. Fill in the form linked below and send in a writing sample or an existing video review. And the deadline is noon, 17th August. What are you waiting for?